Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Green Bay Packers. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. This one to his running back out of the backfield. Call it a pickup of 7. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
He's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And the Steeler first down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
The tackle made
a gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Rodgers to throw. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin.
Complete.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
4-yard loss on the play.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes they think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
For 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Sliding out of the pocket. Touchdown, Packers! Marquise Goodwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs. If you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 16 yards, a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add on to their lead.
You got to to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Crosby with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's tackled at the...
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. 2nd and 1. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. The Steelers send out their punter now. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Steelers nothing.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
At their own.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Jones. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
26.
Rodgers going to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. On the counter, here's Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Focusing on me, away from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle. Check. Walk 54. You ain't doing nothing today.
Now Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Now Jones. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Aaron Jones.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
50-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
First operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the ground with Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
That's another Packers 1st down.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts.
A gain of 2.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. The Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Rodgers making the catch is Sternberger. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Packers 21, Steelers 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And this is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they can put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you look,
it's caught inside the 25 and into the end zone. Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
The score, Packers 21, Steelers 14.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
28-yard line.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Again, it's Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
After the run by Jones, here's first and 10.
Check. Wide left. 50.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, third and 10. Now Rodgers. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on third down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
Here we go on fourth down with Rodgers. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. On first down, Drake. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Second and 3. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. From the gun, it's Drake. They get 6. That'll leave them with third and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a fourth down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a second and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
They'll run it with Jones. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Come on.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. There to stop him, Terrell Edmunds.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 39.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll move the chains.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Back north. Lamp. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball. Back north. Target. Check.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling.
Complete.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This is Jones. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Cameron Hayward on the tackle. A 2-yard pickup.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll go again to Jones. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Stephon Tuitt. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the return will stop right around the 25. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Gun now on 3rd down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Running for the shotgun with Drake. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down.
Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
On the pickup.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Now Drake. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Gain of a yard.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Running, it's Drake. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
That's the reason we bought for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them, an absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
21.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
It's all good, baby. It's all good.
Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
Extra point now by Boswell. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Steelers 35, Packers 21. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't. because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Today's final
Charles,
score.
we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Steelers, they're on a nice early roll as they